Each of us in this life bears the weight of responsibility. The burden of the past, the demand of the future, the expectation of those who came before. Always remember that there are those who would share the load. Let us begin.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Oddities D&D.
Hello.
Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Hope you're going to have a fantastic week. And hopefully we're the start of that fantastic week. Now, enough of the niceties. I want to kill these motherfuckers. So, let us introduce all the players, starting with Ari.
Hi, I'm the razor blade hidden in that apple you're about to eat, Ari. And I play Viria.
Yeah.
Slade Warlock extraordinaire.
Dun, dun, dun. Across from her, Fred.
Hi, my name is Gabrielle Nadeau-Dubois. Please vote for me.
Oh god.
Please, let's not bring politics into this.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Yeah. There's a general election in Quebec. Please vote tomorrow.
Gotcha. All right. I was completely lost. All right, down from there, we've got Chuck.
I am Chuck, I'm a half-orc rogue, and I'm coming for your hearts to stab them.
Oh. And vote. Last but not least, we have Xander.
Update. My nipples still hurt. I'm Zanzan, and I play Nagheim, your drow wizard.
Do we ask what's responsible for such nipple infection
duh.
thing going? What's on?
I got them pierced.
Piercings.
Didn't
It
you
takes
always?
like 9 months to fucking heal, on average.
Oh yeah, it takes a long time.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of remember, but never mind. Anyway, I'll ask you that later. I thought you were. Doesn't matter. Hi, how's it going, folks? I'm the guy with all sorts of questions right now.
We revealed a little too much about who has pierced nipples in the room.
No, you can never reveal too much.
As if you guys haven't seen mine already.
Well, that's what's bugging my brain. I'm like, weren't they always? Why? Anyway, does not matter. Hey, what does matter is we're gonna recap what happened last time. Who's doing it?
Well, it's gonna be Clip Rogers here, standing in Singorn, reporting on some disturbances, some ugly disturbances last night in the Emerald Citadel. But we're gonna go to, who is this? My reporter in the field? It's Chimmy Rogers reporting from the Emerald Citadel. Over to you, Chimmy.
Yes, Clip. Residents here in the Emerald City have been complaining of odd noises and smells. This is very, very unusual for this very quiet and rich area. A man I spoke with even reporting seeing a child being flown through a window, but nowhere to be found. This has been Chimmy Rogers reporting from very strange Emerald City.
Thank you, Jimmy Rogers. Always good to see my sibling doing so well in the industry. But don't think you're gonna get my chair back at home base.
Oh, Chip.
I've been Clip Rogers. Enjoy your evening of D&D. I would like to congratulate Fred on making that up pretty much in 3 minutes.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Before any of you signed in, Fred and I sort of just came up with that, but Fred sold it.
Oh my god! It's rare that I get surprised in these things. Well, no, that's not true. It's rare that I get surprised in the intro. Oh, I love it. And that's for you, Fred. All right. So, to pick up from there, the Oddities. Let's get this party started here. The Oddities, traveling in a northeastern direction out from Western, down the familiar parchwood roadway that you've tread more than a few times now. The skies overhead turning from its summertime blues to a more blanketed, overcast gray with the coming winter. Travelers on horse and carriage riding past you seem to be bundled in thicker clothing to keep the cold at bay, their goods and wares tightly covered in the carts to ward off any frost along the journey. And you have about a day's travel before you get to Turst Fields. You are riding on, well, one of you is riding in a carriage that is being pulled along by gravy, potato, and cream. So, quick question. Who is riding on a horse as opposed to the cart? Fred? Okay. Oh, sorry, Rose? Well, we need two to ride or two to carry the cart, I would assume. So one horse would be left off. So, Rose.
I'll drive I know how to drive, so I'll drive.
Okay. So that's Viria on horseback then? That's confirmed. All right. Cool. So, heading out. Is there anything anybody needs to do, wants to do?
Nope. I think we got everything in town. I do have to pay somebody for stuff. Does anybody recall?
Same.
You guys bought some health potions.
I forgot. It's fine.
1,800.
Yay. There we go. Yeah, sorry, should have been doing this beforehand. But,
No, that's okay. So, if Viria and Cult were splitting, like going even, so I guess 600 from Cult, 600 from Viria, 2 Rose.
Okay, I'm transferring 600. Well, I'm not transferring, I'm removing. You have to add the 600. Remove. Yeah, to Rose. Or to whoever paid for all those potions.
That'd be Rose.
How many potions did I buy again?
Not my problem.
I remember I got 1 potion of greater healing, so that's 600. Is that it?
I think everybody was saying like they're combined, splitting it all between you two. Or sorry, all 3 of you are splitting it. So 1,800 divided by 3 is all I did.
because I really only wanted that 1 potion because I have like 108 gold.
Okay. Well, I'll let you guys figure out the maths.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
got 4 superior potion. I couldn't get 2 greater. That's all she had. She had 4.
Oh,
Okay,
okay, well.
so that's one each.
1 each, yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys keep it because I can't pay for it. So
That's okay.
Oh,
I'll still
Colt
give
will
it to
totally
you
pay for it.
if you need it.
I mean, you're faster than I am. You can probably it'll be more useful to you. It's fine.
Oh,
Take the
no,
damn
no.
potion.
Colt's gonna press it into your hand and pay Rose for that. So Rose, take another. If you haven't already taken the 600, take it now.
I mean, I won't say no. And Rose just takes the gold.
All right.
Perfecto.
Don't have to tell her twice.
Money, 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 money!
Music is a little bit loud.
I already took care of that.
Cool.
And that's superior.
I just want to say, as we travel,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be working on copying my scrolls into my book.
Okay. How many do you have left to copy in there?
I just have to check. At what level is Chain Lightning spell?
You'd have to ask somebody who knows things.
I'm gonna check. I either have 2, potentially 3.
Okay.
Uh,
And it takes how long to put one into your book, usually?
a lot. It's a lot quicker for me. It is. The time you must spend to copy a spell at your spell book equals 2 minutes per spell level you use. as long as I use the quill.
You will have
So-
enough time between here and Turstfields. You're good.
Yeah, I just want to let you know I am doing it.
Yeah. No, I trust you on that.
Oh,
All right. So I would say about halfway into your trip, Virya, I will get you to make a perception check.
Oh boy, oh boy. 4.
All right, you guys keep on keeping on. Oh, the mic.
I perceive nothing.
I perceive Chuck needs to pull her mic down.
See, I didn't even perceive that, so.
Nope. Good thing I'm here.
It's a given that it's always up.
All right. So, just before evening overtakes the light, you see the faint lantern lights glowing in the homes and housing of the small town where Nagheim grew up. The livestock have been gathered into their barns, the fields a little more barren now that the year's harvest has come to a close. But still, the great windmills surrounding the outskirts of the town toil away, winter winds be damned. Traveling into the main street of the town, the outdoor displays of produce and wares have moved indoors, and where once most of the townfolk would stop and stare at newcomers to their home, people are quickly hustling in from one warm interior to another. What are you all doing?
Well, do we wish to spend the night before and go over in the morning, or do you wish to get this done and over with and potentially spend the night back at the estate?
I mean, what is more comfortable for you?
Neither situation, really. So,
Well, we're here for you, so you pick.
It makes
I
no
could
difference
use
for
to
me.
sleep.
Yeah, it's
Colt's
totally
trying to,
up
like,
to you,
walk in a
Nagheim.
little-
I want to sleep!
Colt's trying to like get the feeling back in his bum after sitting on that bench on the cart for so long. So he's just like creature of comfort. He's like, oh, wouldn't mind sleeping in a bed tonight. Maybe doing this in the morning.
we can definitely do it in the morning.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
you guys head over to the inn that you stayed at before, the Ugly Coyote. So, I'm nothing if not original, guys.
There are waitresses dancing on the bar.
No, thankfully.
Okay, it's okay. It's gonna be us.
All right. Hold you to that. So you guys are getting rooms for the night? Is everybody getting one bedroom or a two bedroom and sharing between the lot of you? What's the deal?
How about we just do the two, Nagheim and I, you two bunk up? Fair enough?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, heading in there, you pay for the rooms right off the hop. Are you guys doing food or just calling it a night?
Booze!
We should get some food as well.
Yeah. All right.
Nagheim will put 2 gold down.
But you know booze is for food group, right?
There's wheat and ale. It's
Yeah.
technically
Sure.
food.
But yeah,
Is
Nagheim puts
fruit
2
and
gold
wine?
I got you. So that'll cover the rooms and possibly the food and drinks, depending on what you guys order.
down. I'll take a glass of wine and
Okay.
Cover the table with food and booze, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna get right on that. Hold on.
Nagheim just puts down another 2 gold.
No, hold on, because you might not need to do that. Just gotta find where the heck did I? Oh, there they are. Okay, so the big question of the day is what everybody is getting for drinks. So if we can go, we'll start with Virya.
Ale, stout,
Okay.
keeping it simple.
Okay.
What is your most chewable beer?
Same thing as Virya.
Ew.
Colt, what are you getting?
Bourbon.
Bourbon, okay. Rose?
Can I have a big jug of cider?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like a
Comes
big
in a-
one.
Comes in a bucket.
Oh yeah, a bucket.
And Nagheim?
A glass of rosé or white wine.
Okay, yeah, we'll do dry white wine. Is that cool?
Yep.
Okay. So 3.
A little Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah. So I will say that will be that. And if I go back to the thing here. So the special of the day that they're putting out there is braised rib stew with farro. It's got beef ribs in it, port wine, carrots, parsnips, leeks, garlic, soaked in beef stock, and it's served in individual clay pots with a slice of thick white cheese melted over the top of the broth with charred bits on top.
We'll
then
have that.
Stout in that case.
Sounds good. 4 of those then?
Yes, and bread.
Okay. I'll say bread comes free. Why not? Because,
And rice too.
well, now you're getting up there.
Well, what's farro?
A little-
Farro's
little-
like a wheat or a
A little
grain,
potatoes
right?
on the side too.
Hold on a second. What? One question at a time? What?
Oh, my question didn't matter.
Okay. I didn't hear it. So, Rose, what?
Oh, Rose asked for little potatoes on the side too.
Oh, okay. That could be done. Yeah.
She's just adding extra food.
Yeah. So I'll say Nagheim with your 2 gold. That covers the drinks, the meals, and the rooms. Boom. Done. And a little extra for your server.
Oh, perfect. As
Yeah.
long as there's a little extra there.
Yep. Good job, everybody. Now then, as the meals are being served, is there any hot topics people need to discuss before they hit the road?
How are we feeling about throwing that kid out of the window, Rose?
I mean, in the strict sense of everything, it wasn't a kid anymore. It was a creature.
Well, it was a vampire child, so yes, it was technically still a child, but
Okay, fine. It was a
whatever
baby.
makes you sleep at night, Rose.
It was a baby creature. But also, I mean, I don't feel great about it, but I also don't really feel bad about it. It was either gonna hurt me or hurt you or hurt its parents. So
Can I ask, of the 4 of you, who did the research into vampires successfully?
Successfully,
Yeah.
Nagheim and Cult generally work as a steady buddy team.
Okay. So I will make both of you roll a history check, please.
Oh, I'm good with that.
Oh, me too. Not as good as Nagheim, but I'm no slacker. Wait, where
I
did mine go?
fix expertise in it, so that's the only reason.
Even
Are you
with a
shitting
natural
me?
one,
You rolled a nat 1 and got a 16? Fuck you.
how is it a
that
not
doesn't-
one?
That doesn't make sense.
I think
Does that
because you
make
got
sense?
expertise, you can't get lower than a 10.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
You can't get lower than a 10.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I
snap.
see the equation. Yeah,
Anytime you roll below a 10, it just instantly says the dice is a 10. So even if you
Oh.
get a nat 1, that nat 1 doesn't exist because it was lower than 10.
Wait, I totally fixed my Rogue 10 Cleric 1. I fixed that, right?
I think so. Yeah, let me double check
Yeah.
here.
Because
Yeah,
that was
you can see the equation on the thing. It's funny.
No, I know what I know what you're thinking, Chuck.
and
uh,
that's not happening right now because I didn't take that for a reason. It's 'cause
I think it may have just because before we had Chuck was just going into Rogue and then she wanted to do Cleric instead. Changed back. I don't know if maybe your profile needs to be updated so it doesn't occur. I don't know.
Yeah, I've got Rogue level 10 and Cleric level 1.
I don't know.
Strange.
Well, regardless, we'll count it for now. We can look at it later.
Yeah, well, we'll put a pin in that.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
So 19 and a 16. Both of you guys remember that when a vampire becomes a true vampire, it is pretty much an entirely different creature. It becomes a monster. for lack of a better classification. It is technically undead, and undead creatures do not have a soul. They may have a personality, they might have a mind, but whatever was essentially the person they were before that is gone. And coming back from that, trying to cure vampirism, you don't know any specifics that would achieve that. So, take from that what you will, share with that as you will.
Colt tries to stumble over that explanation. Nagheim cleans it up for him.
Love it.
Yeah, so, yeah, that kid was like a monster, and, as far as we know, there's not really any coming back from that. So, I think as awful and heinous as the idea of chucking a child out through a window is, it was kind of like the only thing we could have done at the time.
I mean, the way I see it, I did everyone a favor.
Yeah.
To
Well,
be fair,
I mean, I'm just thinking of the potential repercussions of having to explain that to his father, but you seem to know what you're talking about, so I'll let you
I
do the honor.
would rather not meet his father. I think if he asks me, "Have you seen my child?" I'll be like, "I don't know." I mean, what are you supposed to tell?
I think because like it turned to ash and no one saw us do anything. I guess cross fingers and hope for the best.
Is it a lie if
If the information is never asked about, it's not a lie, in my experience.
I don't think
Like-
there's a good way of saying like, "Oh, I killed your child. Sorry, but it was gonna kill you."
Yeah, and it was killing the mother, to be honest.
I'm just saying he might inquire since, you know, he saw us in his mansion before the whole shit went down, so.
Well, we can just refrain from certain details. The child, maybe not knowing what it was, went outside, and oh no! Oh, it's a pile of ash. It's not lying. We're just not saying that Rose punted it through the window.
Or I just avoid him.
Yeah, that too. You know, completely. Avoidance usually works as well.
Well, for Rose perhaps, but not for you, Colt, because, you know, you're the one organizing that whole ball, so.
well, to be fair, it is Colt's brother organizing it. So, worst comes to worst, we'll just see if he's more than just a pretty face and make him do all the talking. And then we walk away.
I think that's probably the best plan we have to date. So, let's just go with that. As for, we know we did the right thing. And sometimes, when all the evidence is laid out, it doesn't really look like the right thing, but it was. And, well, that's kind of... And this goes on with a lot of squeakies.
And Rose just keeps drinking, going like, sure, to the squeaks.
Just justification across the board.
Yeah.
Oh, and Nagheim, you're back to thinking Tens is pretty, are you?
I never stopped. I'm allowed to appreciate someone's looks, but also understanding that there are different worlds within, and some people's worlds are not meant to meld together.
Iria just gives them a look over the rim of her glass.
Rose at that point is a little bit tipsy and
Off
Mr.
cider?
Nagheim. Yeah.
Isn't it just like
alcoholic
warm apple
cider.
juice?
No, it's alcoholic cider.
Oh.
And she's about this big.
Yeah.
She's 5'4".
Yeah, but you've consumed like every drink and drug under the sun. I thought you had some
Yeah.
tolerance, man. All right.
But she's had a bucket and a half
bucket
now.
of cider.
All right.
She's a little bit tipsy. She turns Nagaham and then we'll say to them, I think you should kiss. Kissing solves a lot of problems.
Just make sure he's not being an asshole before you do. You know.
Or if he's being an asshole, you kiss to stop the assholery.
I just want to remind you all that somebody that he is related to is off killing my people. It would make things very awkward and more of a conflict of interest.
I mean,
I'm very well aware.
right here.
Yeah, which is why I'm not finishing what I was going to say.
Yeah. But fair point. Drink, 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 drink.
I
But
promise,
also-
because of you, Cult, if it ever came down to it, I wouldn't finish it. Or I should say I wouldn't finish her.
Thanks. And the table just goes real quiet for
Mhm.
a pregnant moment. Mm. So in other news, Nikon, I was gonna pick your brain later if we've got time about talking about maybe gods? You know, because politics is such a fun conversation, I thought I'd chuck religion into it.
You're not thinking of changing who you worship, are you?
No, it's still Timora for me.
Good, because it would be very awkward.
Oh, because is Shaw like a private god?
Very more secretive, and I wouldn't know how to introduce somebody into starting to worship somebody who would prefer not to be found.
Oh, so if there's like a meet and greet, like icebreakers and whatnot, and drinks.
I was told,
Canapes?
I was blessed by her. Well, we all know how that actually turned out. So, I don't know how most people go about it.
Oh, see, I just like Auntie Olaf. She worships Timora, so I started worshiping because I like the ideas, and I was just hoping to maybe you get so much power from your secret god that I was hoping maybe because I'm a little bit mystical, but not very much. I don't really know where it comes from, and yeah, I'm a little jealous that you get to talk to yours, and I've never really heard Timora's voice, and I'm really curious as to how I would.
You can definitely.
It's a really disorganized religion. I mean, it's all based on, luck and fate, so who knows?
We can definitely talk about it. And I mean, everybody is different. And everyone's connection with their deity is different. And I mean, some deities are more involved on their own choosing, and others are forced to be involved. And some just kind of wait for the right moment.
Timora would be the one to wait for the right moment. Just to really drive the point home, I imagine. I don't know. It's really disorganized.
It all really is when you are not one of the prominently worshipped deities. But we can definitely chat more about it. I do not.
Alright. Yeah. Of course.
How are you feeling though? Still. Yeah. got your vengeance. Hopefully that's the end of that.
It doesn't feel as good as I was hoping it would. I feel actually worse. Something got into me that I didn't really like looking at. And if I can channel that energy into something better, maybe that's probably good for everybody.
I mean, I feel like I can speak on this very confidently. No one's perfect. And sometimes our walls fall and the floodgates open. And it happens. I feel what's best is being able to acknowledge where we faltered and work on that instead of trying to push it away and hide it. Sometimes you just need to let it out.
Keep going. I'm just gonna be right back.
Yeah. I don't know really. I haven't cared about anything this much before. So, thank you for kind of like letting me off the hook. And Viria, you too. I didn't really know what I looked like until you held up that mirror. I mean, not a real mirror, like a hypothetical mirror or a figurative mirror.
I get what you mean, though I fear it also makes me a bit of a hypocrite, if I'm being honest. So,
How do you figure?
well, if I ever come face to face with, you know, the person I'm looking for, probably won't be able to exercise that much self-restraint.
I mean, after hearing your story, I it's like Nagheim said, is nobody's perfect. I think you lost more than I did.
We're not gonna compare, you know, who has the most tragic backstory. This isn't a competition, so
It's Martin.
don't worry.
I would lose, mind you.
No, it's
Sanders
Martin's
in
child.
shock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god!
I'm not okay. I'm not ready to joke about this yet.
That's my coping
Soon.
mechanism.
We will.
Too soon. It's even worse
Vampire
coming from
baby is
you.
totally fine.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's reel back from that one.
I'll never reel back from that.
Sorry, Nora.
Well, I'm ready to go to bed.
Is that the
about
cue?
what you- no, he says that and then instantly Chuck thinks of something else he wants to say. Are you ready to talk to the Enchantress again?
I feel like whether I'm ready or not is irrelevant. My path has been laid out before me. One that I feel as if I have partially followed and partially forged myself. And to be able to continue, I have to push through.
I thought Fred was gonna say
Me
something.
too.
and then thought about it.
Rose will turn to Nagaham and be like, so, how do we help you tomorrow? Is this just a regular talk, or is it like a talk?
Well,
You know?
I'm going to get as much information as I can.
Yeah, but when you say that, sometimes I don't know what it means.
It's to make sure I go in to the fray knowing as much as I can to try to strategize and hopefully not walk it to death.
Were you planning on joining this war? Is that what you're saying?
The war is happening, and it just happens to be happening in close to home. It would be preferred to avoid it. There are things in my people's political climate that need to be fixed, and I need to figure out what I know in order to help fix it.
That's
However,
a lot to take on your shoulders.
I thought here was your home.
here is where I've been hiding. Not by choice. I did not have family to go back to, since they could be dead for all I know. I do not have a home to go back to because of my past life. There's things that I have locked away that others want. And I'm not really taking it on myself. Because I believe that as I show up, I will be escorted by 3 of the best people I have ever met.
And who are they?
You just feel like a slap on the back of your head, but when you look, there's nothing there, and you just see a little shimmer in Nagheim's eyes. I use Mage Hand to just...
Well, wait, so are we going to join the war
I don't
with you?
We are not taking on a war.
know. I don't think that's really.
No disrespect, but this is none of my business, so even if you were asking me to partake in a war, I wouldn't.
Yeah, there's like some complications.
I mentioned the war because we are going to be going to a war-torn place where there is potential that you being seen with a drow, spies, or others that are scouting or anything in the area may see you with a drow.
I mean, I only see that as being an issue for Colt, and we can just, you know, disguise him, slap a mustache on him or something. Well, he has a mustache now. Never mind. But, you know what I mean.
Mumikal could grow a beard. Can you grow a beard?
I mean, it's a little weak right here, and actually it grows up pretty high on my cheeks, so it's really strange how it comes in. But yeah, he could.
Maybe you could try.
I could look more orcish. He says with his slender swimmer's body. I could do this. My biceps push out.
But no.
I mean,
bring
we
up-
can just put some padding into your coat or something.
Ooh.
Put you on stilts.
Sock in the drawers. No? Okay.
Get you a bigger horse so you look taller.
Oh, yeah. Maybe get some good Cuban heels.
Yeah.
On stilts.
Stilts, yeah.
Stilts on
Um,
Cuban heels. I don't know what Cuban heels are, but
It's sort of like a thick, round heel for certain the gentlemen enjoy wearing them, especially if they're lower stature. I won't talk about fashion because I can't remember if that's right. Yeah, I mean, we're probably gonna just approach this as we often do, just muck through until we, succeed.
Yeah. Hopefully. Well, that is why I wish to talk to the Enchantress. So, we are a little more prepared.
Yeah, it's a weird, like, stretchy goal.
I do not think I will ever end the war. I do not think the power is within me or
yeah,
any
we're
of
not
my
we're not our
lives.
governments.
But if I can help my people, I have to try.
I don't even understand why they're fighting this war anyway.
Power, religion,
Yeah.
different ideals, greed. There's many reasons why governments will fight and kingdoms will fall.
I gotta think about this a little bit more. But I'm going. I just
If things work out, we will be able to completely bypass any of the fighting without being seen, but I do not know the routes there and ways we can get there.
none of us have been.
I'm not
Across the
clear exactly on why you want to go there.
That's what I meant by stretchy goals. Yeah. Do you have a what's the end game here?
The information that I have is not accessible to me. It's almost as if it's in my subconscious and I cannot reach it. So the goal is to try to acquire it as much as I can so I know how to act. Or
What?
I am trying to tap into my past life.
And what are we gonna do with this information?
Depends.
What if it's like civilization ending? That's a lot of power to have.
It is enough information where the Raven Queen would see me dead to acquire it. As of my vision from Shar. She is one for trying to keep a secret, no matter what.
So, are you doing this out of curiosity?
I can help my people, I will. Because whatever this information was enough for them to hunt down my family. Make it so I grow up in the household of another, far from my own kind.
I gotta be a little honest here. There's a lot of Singonians over there right now. Notably, my idiot misguided sister.
And in the family?
I mean, fair point. I'm just a little bit uneasy about if this is something real powerful that's gonna help your people. Help them do what?
From what I've been told, which I mentioned from the vision I had, there is somebody in political power or something in the political power that should not be there. If it is somebody who could be potentially edging the war on, I would want to stop that.
Oh, rather than finding peace.
Because if there is somebody who is in power edging a war on, people are going to listen to the one in power because war is easy. It is much easier than finding a common ground.
So you're looking for a peaceful resolution.
At least a step in the right direction. Like I said, I do not believe I will be the end of the war. But there is a chance that I can become a stepping stone. If I have to put myself in danger for it, I am willing to. Because there are people on both sides dying for reasons that are not needed.
So we're kind of like a strike force fighting for good and peace. So we're not really taking sides.
I don't want to be on the battlefield. I would much rather hide away and study the stars, or being able to continue my readings on time.
Yeah, but Strike Force sounds really cool.
And if we have to, we will.
Don't get me wrong. All those ideals and nobility, very touching, but I'm doing this for you above all, Nagheim. I don't really care about your people, nor do I care about the Singonians.
Yes.
And, what I'm saying is that if you're putting yourself in danger for, you know, ideals of people you don't know, I won't allow that.
I am always in danger
Yes, I know.
because I hold the key to something. And it's either I fight back or I try hiding for the rest of my life. I don't
think
have
the
a
root
choice.
of this is a noble cause.
Listen, I understand. But, be careful, that's all.
Yeah, she'll slap you with her ice hand.
Please don't do that. I bruise very easily.
I don't think it's ice. It's more like a.
Can we not discuss that right now, please?
Sorry.
Eyes just go away. And satisfied with that answer, Colt's going to excuse himself and head up to bed.
Rose is also gonna go to the room and be like, toodaloo, see you tomorrow.
Good night.
And then there were two.
How are you holding him?
Fine.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Oh.
Do. 19.
I gotta decide what I want to roll, though.
Don't roll it in roll 20.
No? In
No.
private? Hang on. Okay. I mean, they're... Okay. The same modifier either way, so...
Just the number.
19 as well.
Rollies.
Please!
Okay. I'm gonna do my.
Yeah, you are.
I'm
Everybody's
gonna
getting their
go-
fancy dice out.
Oh, that's hot.
Natural
And a
one.
Natural 20.
Okay. Fuck you.
Yes, dive deep. Get the meat.
No, I'm fine, really. Just haven't been sleeping very well.
Cool.
That's all Nagheim says. Cool, cool.
All rollies all for that.
And I won't
Mary's
get a
just
natural 20
tired.
anymore.
I mean, the rollies influenced my answer. So
She slept on her neck wrong.
If anything, I'll be in the room beside you. Enjoy your evening. And hopefully you get rest soon.
Who's in what room?
both in
Nag-
Nagheim.
Gotcha.
I wouldn't stay up much later and would eventually go to bed as well.
Okay.
It's a Viri and Rose party.
What kind of party does she see when she enters the room, Rose?
Rose has taken all the pillows and the blankets and has built like one super big comfy fort. And when she sees Viri come in, she's like, I was waiting for you.
I appreciate the thought, Rose. It's just that I've been destroying the rooms I've been staying in lately, so I
No,
wouldn't
but okay.
wanna-
It's fine. It's fine. Just come in the fort. And she drags Viri in the fort.
Yeah. Just super hunched over.
Yeah. And then she just sits here and be like, isn't it super cool?
Yeah, it's very cozy.
Yeah. That's it. That was your surprise.
I appreciate it, Rose.
What were you saying about destroying things?
Yeah, I've been having weird dreams, and I have been damaging the room at the estate. So, if you want to keep this fort up, maybe I don't know, like Pillowberry or something. I wouldn't want to hurt you.
Oh, that's fine. You can sleep in the fort.
Well, no, you also need to sleep somewhere comfortable.
Well, we can move the fort more in your bed, and that way you'll be like sheltered in, and then you can destroy things if you're in the fort, because the fort will protect you, and the fort will protect other things, and I will be in my bed.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have covers or pillows or anything.
That's fine. I'll just go in the closet in the hall and get some.
Can we do that?
Watch me. Rose leaves the room, and we'll find the laundry closet to get more pillows and, yeah.
Okay.
The great laundry caper of the Oddities campaign.
Can I? Do I need to roll for this, or can I just take whatever I want?
Shortest caper in the whole campaign. You got it.
Cool, awesome. Rose comes back with extra pillows and extra blankets.
Oh, okay. So I never thought of asking for more pillows and blankets.
Well, I didn't technically ask. I just took them.
That's fair as well.
See? Maybe the solution to your problem is a pillow fort. Not that it's a problem, just,
Maybe.
concern.
We'll see how it goes. I'll tell you tomorrow.
All this
And then
time,
Rose jumps into her bed, and then
the solution to arcane night terrors is a pillow fort.
And
we
Riri
go to bed.
will, yeah, she'll sleep in the pillow fort, blanket fort.
All right.
yeah, Rose burritos herself and then goes to sleep.
The
Roast two.
Nagheim cult, you guys are just conked out?
I think, barring talking too much cleric shop, Cult's gonna basically go through some of the basics with Nagheim as to properly casting spells. He's getting a crash course in how spells work. And some of the... I believe he's got some papers on Timora, and they sort of share information. It's a lot of very dry roleplay, so I'm just gonna shorten that scene for all of us.
All right.
And that explains my new level in cleric.
There you go. So I will say, Nagheim, tonight we're going to get you with an actual 8-hour long rest. That way the exhaustion that you've had up until now is gone, and you finally get your spells back.
Cool.
All right? So everyone can kick off a long rest, get the benefits there. But before that,
Oh, I already took my long rest.
staring out from the peak of the mountain, looking down across Frostbogen in its frozen desolation, belaying your own nature, you feel a warmth within you, almost confirming your secret thoughts that you both share a mind. His strong arms slowly embrace you from behind. Being as close as you are together now emphasizes the vastness of the question that hangs between you now. What do we do? This started as desire, and it quickly revealed itself as the love it was meant to be. But only a fool could ignore its ramifications. Your clans, your kin, Your very nature. This defies everything. Giving his hand a gentle squeeze was enough to let him know that this weighs heavy on your mind. His response of resting his chin on your shoulder tells you that it weighs on his as well. Of everything that you have fought for, bled for, raged for, you know within every avenue of your being that you search, this is something worth sacrificing for. As the words come, the truth of them give courage to action. I would leave it all behind. Turn my back on them. On what I was demanded to be. If we are forced to live out our days in solitude, I would welcome that. Instead of a world without you by my side. His whispered response was from a place of love.
They will label you a betrayer.
You raise your hands to cradle his face, lowering his gaze to meet yours. As the words between you turn to frost on the wind. So be it. Your eyes open, Viria. And the tears just don't stop. You can see through the wool knitting of the pillow fort, little rays of light are dancing across your face. Your left hand doesn't feel as heavy or as burdensome as it once did. And the next morning comes for everybody. What are we all doing?
Just reveling in that epic
was
fucking
so
romance
cute.
shit. Oh my
Oh
god,
my
that was
God.
Setting me
good.
up.
Oh, I want more, I want more, I want more. Jason,
That was
dangling
so
the carrots.
cute. I'm just gonna just have tea. But knowing what's coming up, I have to nervous pee, so I'll be right back.
Okay, sure. I'm guessing Rose is ordering a breakfast for everybody?
Yes, everyone will come down, and there's again a table full of food, as she has given 1 or 2 gold to
Sure.
the person. Just be like, keep it coming.
Right on. I'd say you've got all the fixins at the table there. Like, whatever you imagine is on there, it's just there. It's the Peter Pan spread of breakfast tables right now. Yes.
Bowls of
Before
colored
people
icing.
even before even people sit down, she's like making everyone's plates.
A habit she's picked up from the estate, I see. Yeah.
Phil just gives her a half hug around the head and sits down to munch.
Viri, I'll get you to
Hello.
make a perception check. 12. As you're sitting down and you're looking to sort yourself out, Rose is giving you a plate. You see the toast there, and you just kind of look up behind the bar, and you see the bartender scraping away some of the burnt bits of a piece of toast that he charred behind the back there. Really? No, you missed it. He threw it out. Oh, see, that's what you get for eating on stream, you dick.
Bring me my snacks, okay? Leave me alone. Ugh. She goes
As
like,
they- as-
fuck. As he throws the toast away.
As they wait for Nagheim to come down, it's like, Colt's like, I know I was like going on and on about noble causes and what, but we're pretty much going to protect Nagheim, make sure they don't get themselves killed, correct?
Yeah. Her eyes are like still slightly bloodshot.
You're right. You
But,
look.
yeah.
leaky.
All good.
You should really try some honey and warm milk.
In her eyes?
I had the same
Here's
thought.
the dumb
I
thing
was-
is that she was in character. I was me thinking the exact same thing.
Well, that's where my mind went first. as
Okay,
well.
good.
Oh, that's
That makes me feel a lot better.
Why are we
That's-
putting honey and warm milk in our
Because
eyes?
Cult told us to.
No,
Yeah.
no, don't put it in your. I'm sure it's not going to do too much harm, but don't put it in your eyes. You want to drink it. It helps you sleep. So
That was
Auntie
not
Olaf tells
obvious.
me. You look so serious. That was not obvious.
How dare you? Yes.
Yeah, communicate better.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be smarter than that cult
Oh, okay, all right.
You're being called out.
coming
man.
from Rose.
No. Okay, all right.
No, we were saying how we'll slaughter anyone who tries to harm you, Nagheim.
I appreciate it, but I very much do hope to avoid as much violence as possible.
Well, I mean, it
Sneaking
depends
around.
on them. If they're smart enough not to harm you, then we won't slaughter them. It's pretty simple.
Yeah. I mean, I do like casual violence, but not like war violence. I'd like to avoid that.
Casual violence.
Also, that thing you did that night, we were chasing the vampire. Can you teach me that? Was that a spell when you flew?
Oh, yeah, for sure. To be fair,
I think I'm a little more comfortable now using my magic, so if there's a way for you to teach that to me, I'd like to learn.
I think we have. I think we can. For sure, yeah.
Good.
Getting us all ready.
Apparently. But for now, is everyone ate? Sorry, I've been zoning in and out.
Yes,
Yes.
this
This
We'll have
table
to
is covered
do.
with food.
they threw out the good toast, unfortunately, but
Did you?
But there's egg, there's cinnamon. Oh, here, I had them boil 3 kettles of water with different temperatures for you.
Oh wait, and Colt's gonna take some of the toast and he sort of stabs it on his sword and he sort of hovers it over by Nagheim.
I was about to ask Veer if you want. I can cook it a bit more.
yes, please.
And Nagheim is just gonna produce a little flame and cook it more.
'Kay.
But you're gonna notice a slight rash will start appearing on Nagheim's hand.
Well, roll a
Just
d6.
slight.
You're not getting out of this.
Nope.
I was hoping that would be enough.
I hear fire. I'm like, uh-huh.
A 5.
5? This could be good. This could be good. You gain resistance to any cold-based magic until the end of your next turn. So 6 seconds. Hit him.
Very
Don't am squishy. Please don't am small.
And Colt
yeah.
will bring the sword over to Viria. Ah,
Thank you.
very welcome. Do you want like a code word, just like in case you want to like politely get out away from the enchantress, or are you just gonna be like, "Fuck this, let's go," kind of thing? Mom always had like special words that she would use, or little movements if she wanted Dad to do something, or she wanted us to do something.
I'll send Albert onto your shoulder if I need to escape.
Okay.
Okay.
breath.
Whenever you're ready.
No time like the present. I will just push away from the table and stand up.
All right. So,
Times hair flutters because we're all going.
cheeks are just. All right, heading back out once more onto the open road. Out westward, you head towards. Let's see, did I put it up? I did. Lovely. I'm smart. You head towards the little cottage where Nagheim grew up for most of their life. The little pond out in front is kind of starting to show a little bit of thin ice that's forming along the top. Most of the tall grass has frost that's just right at the tips there. The garden patch has been overlaid with burlap sack material just to kind of cover it from the oncoming frost. And yeah, what do you do?
And then we'll just walk up to the door.
Do you want us to mill about outside?
It is chilly. Come inside, it will be warmer. And Nagheim will knock
Just
3 times.
tell us you want us with you. It's fine.
Pause, look at Viria, and then knock 3 times again, and then slowly open the door. Good morning.
Alright. Entering this tiny home once more, you see pushed against its one wall is the small 2-person kitchen table. 4 chairs have been set up around its perimeter, knowing that you are all to arrive sometime soon. The space is warmer than the first time you came through, as a small fire crackles in its stone oven. The rest of the space seems to be in perfect order, with dishes and cutlery stowed away, dish rags folded neatly and placed beside the kitchen sink. Any dried goods that you had seen during your first visit along the countertops or hanging from racks has been stowed away in cupboards. Small sticks of incense have been burning in the corners to give a gentler odor throughout the space. And standing there, drawing off one last teacup,
I was wondering when you'd all arrive. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you all again.
Yes. Oh.
Well, fuck off then. Who needs you? I know I'm
Remind me.
intimidating, but
Teleports
please.
Oh, I'm a
Oh, the
half.
DM.
I'm a half orc. rogue
Everybody
with,
level up.
With Viria.
Shut up. Oh, the voice is still on. You come crawling back, I see. You wee little rascal.
It's so perfect.
It's beautiful.
Every time it crashes, it's at like the best time.
it is.
I'm like sitting here enjoying the moment, and then I'm like, oh no, everyone stop moving. Oh no, I've stopped moving. Anyway. Pleasure to see you again.
You as well, you as well. Right, well, come in out of the cold here. Sit down. Tea for everyone?
For me, please.
So she quickly brews up the kettle, gets 4 saucers out, places them down in front of each of you, little spoons by each one. Milk, honey, and everything is kind of set up already. And before long, she is pouring hot tea into each of your cups.
Thank you.
Right. Well, it's been some time since I've seen all your faces. What brings you here today?
I had another vision. But this time Shar took me into her own realm. She showed me what will happen if I go up against whatever is going on at home, alone and unprepared. She showed me what we presume to be the Raven Queen will do. And I need to make sure, going into this, I am as prepared as I can be. For whether she wants to or not. In a way, I have Shar's blessing. I mean, it's been a long time, and I've come very far. Any and all information that you can give me would be very appreciated.
I see. And what did the rest of you know about this?
We're mostly the moral support.
Yeah, like.
I know it's important.
It matters to Nagaheim, and that's all that matters to us, really.
Yes, that.
They found themselves in a really unusual and unique position through no fault of their own. And basically, anything they want to do to try and clarify their place in this world, we're going to stand behind them.
Nagheim?
Yes.
What say you?
At first, I genuinely believed I would one day fight, potentially by Shar's side. And then I believed I was doing this because I was some chosen one. But now, I know I need to do this for our people, and it might not solve every issue, but if it's a step in the right direction, I know that though I don't remember them, and the longer it is, I forget more and more of their faces, that it'll make my parents proud. And I feel like it will also free me.
I hate to ask, but would the three of you mind giving Nagheim and myself a bit of time to speak?
Is that okay with you, Nagaheim?
Of course. Yes, of course.
Okay.
And Colt just, like, steals a glance at Nagaheim, like,
Through the earring, I just go like, just call us if there's anything.
Of course.
You never fucking remember, do you?
No!
I'm curious to go through Cult's bag and see like all the cool shit I've given them and that they've completely forgotten.
I have so much cool shit that I forgot about.
And we'll step out.
Oh, take your tea with you. It's nippy out there.
Viria
Please.
returns to grab her tea and then steps back out.
Thank you, ma'am. For the tea.
As soon as the door closes behind them, she'll turn and speak to you in Undercommon.
Well, they're an agreeable bunch.
Very much so.
So, you're heading home.
So it would seem.
You think this is wise?
Not fully, but
Well, then you're learning. Good.
for a while I believed, because I thought my life was set out for me, I needed to follow it. But I am a wizard first. And the pursuit of knowledge doesn't always make you choose the wise decision.
Hmm. I have thoughts. And I don't know if you've considered these thoughts. I'm not here to debate them. I'd say the biggest thought I have is, have you considered that this Shar that is directing you is not the Raven Queen herself, luring you into a trap?
I have. But... and I can be wrong. Of course I can be wrong.
I think we both hope you're not, but it is something worth considering.
One thing I have learned through my paths with religion is you need a little bit of faith.
Hmm. Well, I guess we pick up where we left off. Pens out. New page.
You'll see as she gets an ink and quill from the side of the table and pulls out her own piece of parchment, lays it flat, removes the quill, dabs it a little bit, and lets ink droplets fall upon the page.
Scholars, zealots, all have looked within the Luxon beacons and have seen stars. Heavenly bodies too vast to truly make any reasonable connection to our known reality. Incorrect. Within the Luxon beacon is, to put it simply, history. Within a single mote of light is an entire lifetime. Moments of learning, moments of love and loss, moments of pain and suffering. All the makings of a unique soul.
She waves her hand above, and the ceiling within the hut becomes illuminated with the known constellations.
We look to the stars above and draw connections between them. Figures that create constellations that can help connect the universe in a way that makes sense to us.
And you see appear constellations form, the archer, the goat. Every figure that you have come to know throughout astrology is there. She sets the pen aside and begins to trace out patterns between ink droplets with her fingernail to help visualize what she's about to say.
My daughter theorized that this was an inherent trait that was not created by our own minds, but instead is a lingering attachment between all mortal life that we now project upon the universe. For within the Luxon beacons, we can trace one lifetime to another, interconnecting multiple lives throughout history. It becomes a grand spiderweb that would dwarf our detailing of the heavens, and one that connects every life in existence. Interconnecting lines of possibility. My daughter, her brilliant mind mapped out the entirety of the Luxon beacon. She discovered that it is possible, upon observation within the beacon, to trace a lifeline back to its origin. By that theory, it should also be possible to follow a lifeline through to the future. A theory that she proved. Now, can you imagine a power someone could wield, knowing every detail of that past and every outcome of the future? With that information, she was able to see her future and her possibilities. And she made a choice. She then determined where her soul would arrive upon her death.
You see before she continues that she reaches for her tea. And rarely do you ever see a sign of nervousness. But you see her hands are shaking as she takes a sip.
The day she left, I was given instructions on where she was to reconnect, where your family resided, how much time there would be between her death and her soul taking root within this new form, and that under no circumstances should she return. So I found your family. I removed you all far from the reaches of the Luxon beacon. And when the time came, I was the one to bring you into this world. I had broken my daughter's line, and all that was left to do was to sever the ties permanently. But I looked into your newborn eyes, and I thought I saw recognition. The fate of our people and the world beyond was in the balance. But in that moment, I just wanted my daughter back. And then there was a knocking at the door. I barely stopped to consider my actions. I didn't so much as look back at your parents as the door crashed in. I simply disappeared. I saved you. I thought if we could wait out the storm, keep you hidden, keep you out of the Raven Queen's reach, then we could one day go home. And there could possibly be some way to bring her back.
At which point she goes very quiet.
So, I was not supposed to
No.
continue to be.
And now, you have to go back.
Someone has to make sure that the Luxon beacon can be used properly and not be abused. You know that.
I know that. but I'm not convinced that it has to be you.
I think in times like this, you need to have a little faith.
Well, faith is one thing. Actual physical help is another. One moment.
And you watch as her eyes cloud over.
Go. But you are not leaving without some help. I'll ask that you and your friends return here this time tomorrow. That will give me time.
Of course.
Now, you say that the Raven Queen. It's not the true Raven Queen.
I do not believe the way Shar spoke to me. She made it almost seem as if this person believes, and those around them believe they are the Raven Queen.
Be that as it may, never forget you are dealing with a being powerful enough to hold sway over an entire city, an entire people. Now, I do not say this to frighten you or dissuade you, but to make you aware of how unforgiving a task this is that you have been given. It is all well and good to have faith in your friends, but it is vital to know that your own skills, to know if your own mind is up to the challenge. You have one day. Don't simply return here without a thought given to this task. Prepare yourself, prepare your friends. If you don't believe with your entire being, and Albert's being, because I did hear that in the background, that you have a common mind between you all, then use this time to make it so. Understood?
Of course.
Right. Well, just let your friends warm up a bit behead you head out. Behead you head out? Huh. Too much talking, too much tea. Hey.
And you all outdoors will see the door open once again.
All right, thank you for your patience. You can come in and warm up, but I'm sending you right back out again.
Well, I'll stay outside in that case.
Oh, can I have a refill of the tea then?
Absolutely, come on in.
And Rose will get some tea.
You are
and
muted,
go
Chuck.
back.
Yeah, whatever you said was lost to the internets.
It doesn't get this cold in Singorn. I'll come back inside.
Yep.
Sorry, I was furiously taking notes.
Viri is totally used to the cold. This is nothing. This is a bit
Oh, yeah.
nippish at best.
Nagheim looks pale, but solemn. And is just sipping tea and writing in their book, all in Undercommon.
Well,
Makes no difference to me. I can't read.
So from the doorway, you just kind of hear Viria's voice come through. I'm like, okay, so what's next?
it's about that time that Viri's impatience gets the best of her, that you are all ushered out once again. So,
What?
Tomorrow.
she gives you a slight bow and closes the door.
We'll be
What's
coming-
tomorrow?
We'll be returning here tomorrow.
Oh.
I believe we need to have a private conversation somewhere.
Well, that's pretty much all we've been having, but yes.
Not in not around food or drinks, since that is not considered private, unless it is in our room.
Oh,
Can food hear you?
I mean,
Albert.
if
Shush.
technically, if you're having like a whole hog and it does have ears, but it's no longer alive, it can't hear you, but it had the capacity to hear you at one point.
I mean,
I never
when
considered
we're
that.
in the diner of, the inn, it's not considered private.
And there's mushrooms called woodies, so technically it's an ear, but it's it's not technically an ear, but it's called an ear. And this goes on as
Yep.
they stroll back
So
to the inn.
did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to be renting our rooms for another night, and you want to hold a meeting in one of those rooms?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So everybody makes their way back to back into the Ugly Coyote once again. I'll say the rooms, just another gold piece will cover the rooms. Any food is extra
I'll
after
take
that. Okay, 1 gold off of you. It's still a little too early since your last meal, so we'll say we'll hold off for now. But you have your rooms to discuss. You have food and beverage at your leisure. You have an entire town in case you need extra supplies. What is everyone doing?
I would personally like to thank Jason for all the incredible writing we're getting. Holy shit, dude.
Oh, good.
Fuck, you're consistent as hell. I'm jealous.
I don't know about consistent.
Well, sometimes you have a hard time reading because you've misspelled a word, but other than that, amazing.
I did a
stuff.
spell check today. I'm learning, guys. That was my one goal for today.
Incredible. Big hand to you.
Well, now that I'm all aflutter, what's everybody else doing?
What time of the day is it?
It would be, I'll say, close to noon going there and back.
So, what's there to do in Turtsfield?
Yeah, I was thinking of picking up some more like maybe something a little less fancy and embroidered than this if we're going to be going to a new place. Maybe I'll try on like a rough and tumble backwoods adventurer look. What do you think? Grow the beard out a bit more?
You mean more similar to what I'm wearing?
Well, you'd still be the belle of the ball in Turstfields. Maybe something a little bit more rustic.
Most people I find here make their own clothing.
Was thinking of picking up work maybe if someone needs help somewhere because I'm low on coin, as I've
Ooh,
made it
that's not
clear.
a bad idea.
If there's time and if there's need for it.
Okay.
But would you rather have the conversation first or after?
Whichever.
No, I'm asking you, Nagheim.
Well, if you wish to do some work, I feel what I have to say might take away from your ability. So, if you wish
Would
to
you rather do our talk now or later? We're here for you.
I know. It's just something heavy that I need to discuss. So if you do plan to potentially put yourself in danger, I wish for that not to be on your mind.
I think Viri is just looking. If you're wanting to talk later, then I think we'll go fill our time with something. If you're wanting to talk now, then maybe we can talk now, and then we'll figure out what we do with our time afterward.
Do we want Cult to ask the same question too, so we all get it?
So I'm
That's
thinking
exactly what I just wrote.
just a little bit of. No, I don't know.
What are you guys trying to say exactly? Like,
I don't know.
How about you just tell us right now, and then we can figure it out from there. No, it's
Let's-
it's a big conversation.
It's if you'd
kinda-
rather have it later, I'm saying I'd find work to fill in the time, but otherwise there's
what?
nothing for me to do here except
Yeah.
follow you, so
I'm all for having the conversation now.
okay, let's do it then.
Ah, I'll get a glass of wine.
That'd
Do
be
you wanna
5
go in our
gold.
room?
5 gold. Let's go. 5 gold.
No, it's not. It's not.
Drink.
But I will say, like, I'm all for everybody having drinks, but since Rose got shit-faced off of apple cider, maybe we don't have intoxicating drinks, just so we can have a level head.
Just a glass of wine to sip on while doing it to help calm the nerves.
'Kay.
You know?
What about everybody else?
I'm gonna go for mulled wine.
Okay.
Phil's just gonna drink water.
Okay.
Rose sees Nangaheim order wine, and she's gonna be like, "I'll have tea." Because
Okay.
we're doing opposite day.
So I will say 5 silver between everybody.
I got it.
Cool. One ordering water pays for the bill. God, I've been that person before.
Phil's really interested and he doesn't want to be drunk.
What are you insinuating? That I'm not interested.
How rude. How rude.
I mean,
So what are we talking
deserve a
about?
Spanking.
What?
We're talking about spanking.
Who? Huh? I heard nothing. Innocent D&D playing.
Yeah, we're very innocent.
So, as we get into the room, Nagheim this whole time has still looked very vanilla.
And I'll get Nagheim to pull that microphone a little closer, maybe.
No,
Whose room?
No.
Whose room are we in?
whichever.
That's good.
Whichever room.
I imagine we'd be pulled into Rose's fort for the
Yeah, because
serious.
if you're coming
Oh,
into
that's a
our
good
room,
idea.
Absolutely.
if you come into our room, then you deserve a giant pillow fort, and then I'll be like, "Look," and then Rose will be like, "Okay, oh hold on, yeah, serious conversation. Sorry."
So, remember when we were first in the library and I told you all who I thought I was to be and how I was visited? All my family was visited by Shar and given a blessing, and they escaped. And it was all the Enchantress. What? I don't know fully how she got my family away, but it was all her. The reason, and it explains why I am this affinity for time, is my past self found a way to see the past and the future of individuals connected to the beacon, to the Luxon beacons. And she had chosen to let that information die with her. And she had told the Enchantress when and where her reincarnation will be. You know, and that she was to take the child far from the Luxon's grasp, far from the ability to be reborn. And end me. And her. I was never meant to be. And I know now what I must do. They want the power to see individuals' fates, their pasts, their emotions, their knowledge, their futures. And this information must be protected. It must be used properly. It must be kept safe. And it cannot be kept safe while I am being hunted. And that is why I must go back. To take down the one who leads the lies. The one who wants to abuse it. I do not know who. But that is why I need to go. Is this information to be able to give people all of the information of their past to usher them properly into their new life is invaluable. And I can help them. I was not meant to live.
But what happened then?
As much as my past self was ready and willing to die, I don't think she fully believed it. The enchantress mentioned that she saw a look of recognition in my eyes as a child looking up at her, and she could not bring herself to do it. So when people came knocking, looking for me, the reason the enchantress left my parents behind was she believed she was saving her daughter and wanted to hide away in hopes that she will be able to bring her daughter back. However, things don't always go as we planned. I know my path. I just need to follow it. This will be dangerous. And I didn't fully say this part to all of you because I needed the recognition of this thought process to not be, to know I am not crazy. But I believe it is not the Raven Queen. Fuck.
Jason got us.
Sorry.
I mean, we're owed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you think I don't see that shit in the corner of my eye while I'm reading off a goddamn script? Fuck you. Make my job hard.
But I believe it is not the Raven Queen herself.
Who's asking you?
Correct. I believe it is somebody who believes they are. Who has those around them believing that they are. I believe it is someone who has lied to themselves so much that they desperately want to believe it. And the enchantress brought it up. That maybe the one guiding me may not be Shar. And it may be the Raven Queen. but whoever is guiding me. Though I believe wholeheartedly that it is Shar herself. They want me to take out, want us to take out this false prophet. Oh, it will still be dangerous. They have an entire city in the palm of their hands.
Well, all the reason I need is knowing that this person is, you know, after you to harm you.
I feel
So
they
I'll
want
kick their ass.
Yeah, I didn't understand all of that, but just tell me where and I'll swing the axe.
I won't claim to know your culture or your religion or any of that. It's a bit too big for me to wrap my head around, but I know you. And I know you've helped me, you've helped us, and that we're the three of us all willing to help you. That's all the reason we need, really.
So, tomorrow, the Enchantress wishes us to go back. She has something that she believes will aid us. And I understand why they want to capture me. Because if they can put me in the range of the Luxon Beacon, if they can kill me, they can find me again and raise the new me to new us into following what they want. And for that I have to say, is it under my dead body? Oh,
Well,
over. Yes, that makes more sense. Over my dead body. Will I allow
oh
that
no,
to happen?
no dead bodies.
That's the
There
same.
might have.
We don't want that. No dead bodies.
There may have to be a couple.
Not ours, though.
Not ours.
Says you.
Well,
It
from what
almost
I
came out of my
understand,
nose.
From what I understand is you have to really not die.
Or if I do, it's far away from my home.
How far are we talking?
You don't know.
Okay, so
From
let's
what I
go with the
believe is a
safer
different
option.
continent.
That's a
So let's
safe
go with the
bet.
safer option.
Yeah.
Just
We've
don't
got-
die.
Did we charge a cult string again?
Yes, I remember you guys.
Teleport
Like
back
as soon as you
to
bamfed back, you were like, "Charge it!" So
Yeah. Yes, that is something we may need to use. But
Well, it works across continent.
yes.
We've done that once, so
So, if that is something I wanted to bring up, if I fall, I need all of you to be together. Bring my body to Singor. Because it has to be so fast. It has to be before my spirit, my soul, my essence can be taken in, and I do not know the time that we actually have. But I remember when I died, I still had my consciousness. And I think I'll be able to hold on to it and buy you time. Of course, I would prefer, if I do, you find somebody to bring me back.
Well, I might have something in my back pocket for emergencies like that, as I've decided to become a cleric of the grave domain.
how does that work?
I haven't even figured that out yet.
cult kills you.
Hey, yo!
can do some stuff that.
Now,
Doubtful, but you know.
in the interest of time, I'll ask, is there anything else information-wise you all need to relay to each other?
We need Batman, Looper, and Sarah Connor.
Got it.
So just so you guys know.
Actually, instead of finding work, Nagheim, teach me how to fly.
I know you were sincere, but that came off so like, Jack, I'm flying, Jack.
How? I am the
I don't know why. I don't know why. Just the way you said it, it was like.
Honestly, it made me start thinking of the song like a G6. So
two opposites.
It felt like we're just about to have a commercial break after Teach Me How to Fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Commercial break. Speaking of which.
Yes, here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say. In the interest of time, we will say yes. If Nagheim takes the time, you will learn how to fly. If Rose wants to search around for work, she will not find it.
Okay.
Cult,
I will watch my
Nagheim, if
friends
there was
fly.
anything else you guys want to do, supplies, food, whatever, we can say that's done. When we come back from our oiled break, show them the thing, show them the thing,
I'm gonna show them
that thing. It's going to be tomorrow. Everybody cool? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out. We're going to do a quick bathroom break. We will be back in about 5-10 minutes. You get to see artwork from the lovely Nicola Nora and Chuck Monty. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Pee pee.
Welcome back, everybody. All right.
Hi, Daddy.
Hello. I just assume it's me.
That's just the exact same energy of General Kenobi.
General Kenobi. Anyway. So, the next day has come. You all head out back towards the Enchantress's hut. Standing outside the door. Give it a little knock. No response.
I'm gonna 3 knocks again.
Okay. Still nothing.
I'm gonna twist the wait, is there a handle on that door?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna twist it open if it's unlocked.
Mm-hmm. You walk into Amorla's home once again. Yes, the door is unlocked. The interior remains the same, but silent and still. No one's in the home, but you notice one glaring addition. You notice floating in the middle of the kitchen and dining space is an elegantly crafted wooden staff with a purple sapphire entangled at the very top. It floats upright and rotates in its space, dancing almost to some unnoticed melody. And on the dining table is a small piece of parchment with Nagheim's name written on it.
And Nagheim looks panicked and will rush over and grab the note. Enchantress?
No response.
Before even looking at the note, just gonna kind of look back at everyone, extremely worried, and is gonna, as Nagheim opens the note, Albert is taking wing and is gonna start flying almost erratically outside of the cottage, trying to looking for her.
Sure thing. So, the note says, I give you my staff. May it help you in this task and bring you peace in whatever way fate sees fit. And if fate is kind, we shall see each other again. If not, farewell. And when you approach the staff, you hear a high-pitched hum. What would you like to do?
Nagheim is gonna set their cane on the table and just slowly reach for the staff.
Okay. As you place your hand on the staff to hold it for the first time, the staff doesn't move. You try placing both hands on the staff, but still, it will not budge. And you realize you can no longer let go of the staff. A glow begins to emanate from beneath you, and as you look down, you see magical runes begin to appear along the floor and spread out into multiple circles with magical essence drifting off each new line. I'm going to get you to make an Arcana check real quick, Nagheim.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh dear, 23.
Fantastic. It's not so much the incantation that encircles and rotates around you, but the sound that accompanies it that tips you off. The soft crescendo building to a low rumble lets you know that you have about 6 seconds before everything within the circle is to be teleported to whatever destination awaits you. What do you all do?
Ooh!
Oh,
What does
God.
Nagheim do?
And he's gonna look and be like, we're teleporting.
5,
We Do we
4,
have to go and...
From
3,
here.
2.
That kind of tries to grab the cane at the last second.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if I'm gonna get it though.
Oh shit. Oh shit! Oh no, what's this fresh hell?
What?
It's my house.
So as the viewers can see on the stream as well, we've transported to a whole new world.
Oh, we're all purple.
How familiar is this?
Oh my god, it's so pretty.
Well, you tell me, because the comforting smells of spices and herbs brewing over a hot fire on a winter afternoon is snuffed out entirely in this new darkness that surrounds you. It takes a few moments for all of you to blink away the sunspots in your eyes and make out any details of your new surroundings. You had entered the Enchantress's home almost shoulder to shoulder because of the lack of room within her tiny hut, but as the world around you comes into focus, the walls that surround you seem to have expanded outwards. A large fireplace set into the wall is blackened across its stony surface. Ash and soot have laid in its base for so long that it now has its own layer of dust on top of its remains. Furniture that would have been fine-made quality when last it was used has now decayed. Wood frames have been eaten away by tiny insects. Leather rotted away due to the environment. Rugs and tapestries now pocked with holes adorn the floors and walls. Candelabras have long burned out with wicks dripping hardened tendrils of wax. While many fine details in this room are consumed by the haze that hangs in the air, you can certainly taste the thick of dust as it dries out your mouths. Breathing in the chill of this underground environment, you can smell the earthen musk of overgrowth that must be coming from the outside. Or perhaps it has finally breached the exterior and began to rot this building from the inside out. Becoming more comfortable with your new surroundings, you all carefully move within this new space, trying your best to determine if your unease is due to being in what is essentially an entirely new world, or if there's something lurking in the darkness. What would you like to do?
Is there something lurking in the darkness?
I will get you to make a perception check.
Can I also perceive?
Yeah, anybody who wants to, you can make a perception check.
Oh, 17.
17?
Yeah.
Alright. This is gonna be a good roll.
This is gonna be a good roll. Nope.
Nope, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Nope, it was not. I got half of what Rose got.
All right. So, while Rose and Colt are kind of squinting their eyes trying to see, even with your dark vision, this is something that I'll bring up later, but your dark vision feels like it is cut in half. This is a world that has never seen naturally created light before, and there's a thickness to everything around you. But Viria, as your eyes quickly adjust, whether it be to the glow of your angelic eyes to begin with, you don't know. But the space begins to illuminate before you, and your eyes once again squint to adapt to its brightness. You hear a voice cry out in the darkness, one that does not belong to anyone in your party. And ladies and gentlemen, I will ask you to bear with us for another 5 minutes or so as we introduce our surprise guest for the evening. Hang tight, we'll be right back. What? All right.
Oh my god, I had no idea.
What the
Hi.
fuck is happening?
Hi. Oh,
God.
oh,
Oh my god. Oh my
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Nicolanora has joined the
oh my
party.
God. Hi, Nora.
So, Nora, as this strange being before you with glowing eyes sets its gaze upon you, what do they see?
If it's okay, I will first describe, and then I will show you the picture.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Stepping out from the darkness, you see a. Well, at first you kind of see two glowing eyes as well, like they reflect the light in a way. But then 3 globules of light appear around them and kind of reach towards you. And then, as the area brightens with the dancing lights, you see a drow, very short, around 5'3", which is 159 centimeters. His long ears are pointed downward. His white hair is, it seems a bit messy, like hastily just quickly put up. He has big round glasses and a septum piercing. He has a dark chest plate made out of dark metal and shoulder plates, and he seems to have a rapier on his side. He also wears a cape that covers like his left side and continues to the back, and he has a holy symbol attached to his cape. And from behind him you can see a little black cat like step next to him. The cat has bright blue eyes and wings. And
Now, if
Where
the
should
people
I
at home haven't seen it just yet, look at all these happy faces as soon as Nora arrived on the scene.
where can I drop the?
If you got it in the Twitch chat, I think you can drop a link in there and people might be able to check it out.
No, I haven't posted it yet. I can
No
just
worries, no
do
worries.
that.
You can post wherever.
Oh my god.
I'll even say, wait, who handles our Twitter page?
Oh,
All of us.
All of us, chaotically.
I don't, but
yes, I got it. I got it.
okay. So yeah, if you want to send it to Chuck, she can put it up on Twitter for you as well there.
Oh my God.
Oh my
yeah.
god, this is so exciting.
I will just send it to
my-
Chuck, and you can just. I mean, yeah.
All right.
Oh my God.
So, oddities.
Oh, Nora. Sorry, I've seen it. Hang on 1 second. I want everyone else to see it too. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So, Viri, being the first one to notice this individual, what do you do?
Well, she's gonna keep on stepping forward and materialize her sword, because I don't know who the fuck this is, even though I love Nora.
Quickest character introduction. Hi guys. Out.
No, but I will hold it at the ready, but you know, still kind of approach.
Yeah, as soon as you like put your hand on your weapon, he does the same. Like he reaches his right arm to his rapier and just stops in his tracks, as does the cat. Or Tressum, if you're like being particular.
We're naughty.
If you're nasty.
You're nasty. Yeah.
And he just stops and looks at you. And can I see like everyone behind Virya?
Yeah, you're accustomed to this darkness, even though some
Yeah.
of the other group is noticeably trying to adjust to it. But you see everybody. And these are, in fact, as soon as you lay eyes on Nagheim in particular, yeah, these are the people that Immorla told you about.
As soon as he kind of recognizes, he lets go of his rapier and. You must be Nagheim.
No, not.
No,
that's
no.
them.
I'm sorry. I mean,
Yes.
them. Immorla sent me here.
Who are you?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. My name is Zin.
That's Albert.
Oh, and this is Chirp. Points at the cat.
It is a pleasure.
Albert starts chasing Chirp around the space.
Albert does
Oh,
not like
oh,
having
no.
another familiar around.
Oh, howdy, you, hail and well met.
Are you okay? Were you the one making that sound?
It must have been Chirp.
They are
Albert.
having a good old time. Like at first it's antagonistic where Chirp is like flying around on the defensive and Albert's like, "Rah, rah." But eventually you see them, it's like, come catch me now. And they just all over the space. And you guys are trying to have a serious conversation. But with two animals flitting about, it's like, immorless, God damn it. You know? So it's a little touch and go conversation wise while your familiars are all about the place.
Oh, I'm sorry about Chirp. Chirp! And he just kind of seems to wander off to get his cat.
Okay, just quickly. Do I have the staff?
In your hands, yep. And if you look in your inventory,
Oh my god.
Oh my god, oh my god.
you will see something called Immorla's Enchanted Staff. Now, I'll save you the big details about it. I'll let you read that on your own. But essentially what this staff does, there's no +1, no +2, no +3. But it gives you an extra spell slot for every level that you know.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And as you
I'm
increase
out of
in level,
spell slots,
you
they
get that
say.
one as well. All the way up to level 9 when and if you reach it. Who loves you, baby?
Daddy loves you.
You will have to attune to it though. So,
Thank you, Daddy.
Oh, and the link is up in the chat, everyone.
yes, please
take a
check out
look
that
at
art.
this.
We've been sitting on this for how long, Nora? Like since April of this year?
Yeah.
Good lord.
Oh my god.
How? Oh god! If there was a whisper of this, you know, I'd be like, Jimmy.
This is a
And you
well-kept
kept
secret.
it. Oh my god!
You guys want to know a fact? I'll confess this to the internets as well. This was supposed to happen before the vampire stuff, and I fucked up with one of my famous fucking edits, and I had a conversation where it just took the party from this way to going, nope! And I was like, Nora. So I'm very glad we're finally here.
Yeah. Eventually Zun returns with his cat. And yes, as I said, Immorla sent me here. I'm supposed to help you navigate the Underdark. I haven't been here in a while myself, but I wish to help.
Wait, is
Immorla.
that where we are right now? The Underdark?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
we are.
What year is it?
I mean, the name fit, but...
I mean, that's not a bad question.
I said we needed a looper.
Question:
Sarah
what
Connor.
is the Underdark? Under where is it?
Under
Underground.
dark. It's under the dark.
It's it's in the earth. And which we're rather far away from Singor now.
Where?
And then-
Where are we? What continent is this? Are we on the same continent?
So I'll say, if Zin and Nagheim want to educate their friends, I'll get you both to make, I guess, a history check, sure.
A luck check.
Now,
25.
we haven't got you in Roll20 yet. We're going to fix that for next session, but if you want to roll it manually, you can.
Well, I rolled it in the D&D Beyond, and it's 13.
13, 1, 3? Good enough. So, and this is telling as well. So as Nagheim is trying to explain to everybody, Zin is trying to help out with their knowledge as well, but you can see that it's like new people, you know, they're gross, you know, she's perspiring, you know, it's just but
He seems to be a bit awkward. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But it is conveyed that yes, you guys are in the Underdark, being that this looks to be something familiar to the Enchantress, enough so that she sent you here, and that it's confirmed that Zin knows about the Enchantress Morla as well. You can kind of guess that this is where Nagheim was born and raised. Well, not raised, born. This is the Underdark that is located southeast of most of West, or Wildmount, I should say. So you guys have crossed continents in a blink of an eye, and you are hundreds, maybe 1,000 feet below the surface.
Is anyone else's sinuses just really weirdly stuffed up now?
That usually happens to me when I'm, you know, on a mountain, not underground. But
It's Zin, is it? Hello, I'm
Yes.
Archibald, Darlene Archibald Cultivarius Esquire. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm sorry, we're just trying to recover from a little bit of Nagheim.
Every time!
Teleports away.
He cut me in half. No fair. Stay in one place, wizard. God damn it.
Absolutely
Yes.
not.
Teleporting may or can be very disorienting. I was teleported here as well. It gets a lot of getting used to.
Oh, I'm fine with the teleportation. We've done
Oh.
it at home quite a bit.
honestly, we
However,
weren't expecting to do it, you know.
immediately, I was gonna go get an outfit made, and now I'm woefully underdressed for the Underdark, especially in Wildmount. Wonder what the fashions are like in Wildmount. Is it very practical, utilitarian? I don't know.
I
anything
think
about-
you're
I
the
mean-
only person worried about that right now, Colt.
I was
mean, well,
expecting a sunnier location.
It had
that's-
the word dark in the name, Rose.
Well, you know, sometimes things are not the book and the cover and the thing.
That's
You
Rose, Viria, the one with the permanent look on her face.
Yes. I'm not good with what
Also, I
is the
really
verb?
like your cat.
Oh yes, yes. This is Chirp. I told that already. Yes, you can, and just like, and the cat kind of, or actually, you just when he does this, you can see like, not a regular arm. It's kind of like a mage hand that comes from under the cape, and Chirp
Chirp.
makes like cat and bird noises mixed.
Quick question for Rose. Is Owl here as well?
Owl is at the Cult's house.
Got it. Thank you. Wasn't sure if it was a tag-along thing.
Don't bring cats to danger zone.
Look who's talking!
This is a familiar.
Owl's
Much different.
regular cat.
I don't know that.
It has wings.
I don't know. Maybe Underdog cats have wings. I don't fucking know.
This cat is
Like,
secretly a Red Bull. It has wings.
Oh my god.
It's not funny. Don't laugh.
Please excuse me. I'm not very good at people. But if there is anything you need, you can just ask me.
How do you know the Enchantress?
Well, she helped me back when I myself lived in the Underdark. I haven't. I mean, he kind of like brings up his cape, and you can see there is no arm on his left side, but there is this leather contraption with a crystal in it, and from the crystal you can see the like magical hand come out. She made this for me when I lost my arm. Yes. And she helped me escape around 50 years ago or so. So I don't know her personally that well, but she has helped me, so that is why I want to help her.
So the Enchantress left us a guide, a whole person. I mean, no.
Left us.
Oh, Nora. Oh. You killed me.
How do you want to do this?
My God.
Not entirely whole person, but yes.
I was thinking it.
You know what? Point of inspiration to Nora. Hells yeah. Hells yeah.
Colt's just going to whistle and turn around and inspect, wow, that's a crumbly wall. That's some
Wait,
rot in
so
there.
it doesn't bother you that pretty much is sending you into danger to help complete strangers?
Well, Underdark is always dangerous. And the more there are of us, the safer it is. And I feel I owe her for helping me.
Okay.
Where do you come from now?
Oh, I currently live in Lyrengorn. It is very north at the Cliffkeep Mountains, if you are familiar. Well, it from what I know, it is kind of a sister city to Singorn.
What?
Like,
He turns around.
Yes, Lyrengorn has a high population of wood elves, some high elves, some drow.
And it's related to Singorn as like just an elven city? Or?
From what I've heard, the wood elves from Singorn left to Lyrengorn. Like, they kind of. I am not very sure. It is what I've heard.
I'm not
I've
up
been
to history on Singorn either, so I get it.
Yes, I have been studying these 50 years, but not in that subject particularly.
What do you study?
I was,
Sorry, I'm not trying to be mean. That's just my face as
oh, yes, for you are quite intimidating. Not to be rude, but I mean it. Well, you are all intimidating. I'm an astronomer. Yes.
Oh.
So what's an astronomer like you doing in a dark place like this?
Oh my
Yeah, there's
God.
not a lot of stars here.
It was so easy.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
was
God.
served up on a silver platter.
A wizard did it.
Did it?
Really?
Wow. So, I mean, sorry about earlier. I can be good with people, but most of the time, sometimes not good with certain things. So you said dangerous. What kind of dangers we looking at?
Everything. Yes.
People,
Existence.
magic going wild for whatever reason.
Yes. Well, there are many types of dangerous creatures lurking within. Like there are kobolds, goblins that reside here, as well as there are Duragar, well, Drow, obviously.
I've heard,
the-
or I should say, I've read rumors of giant fire. So,
Yeah, if you go deep enough, there can be fire giants, I believe, but I personally haven't seen them. But what we must, I feel, as we go through the caverns, we must be very quiet and beware our step, because there are many burrowing creatures that can hear us, such as Umber Hulks, and if we are very unlucky, purple worms.
Well, this is a.
Oh no, jeez! Lost me
Bless you.
Arttu one!
Well, I understand the need for caution, but part of me is also very curious now.
I'm really good at being quiet, so I guess with Zin's guidance, I can lead the pack. Where are we even headed?
I want
Yes,
to
well,
take a look around. Like, is this the place from the vision? This building?
No,
Okay.
I can tell you that. Yeah. You look around and you can see, like, this is clearly someone's home.
is there a specific city you wish to go to?
Is this Morla's home? The reason she was able to teleport us here? And did she tell you why we are here?
I got the gist of it, that I need to aid you on your way, to be your guide, help you. But
Yeah.
I didn't ask.
Well, I believe there's somebody pretending to be the Raven Queen in charge. And has people believing that they are in fact the Raven Queen.
Huh.
And I possess knowledge that this person would desperately try to acquire and use it for power. And I need to find this person and rid our people of them.
I see.
But
This must be very recent.
you left 50 years ago.
Yes.
I left about 41 years ago.
So
Oh.
in that time span.
At some point after you had left, I was born. And when I was born, it was already under effect. But I think I need to look around here to see if this is Amorla's home. Maybe she left something else here.
Well, I know where Immorla lived in Luthexia. We are both from there.
Then where are we?
Nankheim, what if this is your family's home? Maybe a look around's not such a bad idea.
I mean, what else are we gonna do around here?
She did teleport away.
I mean, you
from
could
your
catch a
family's
show. You know?
home, presumably. No.
Well,
So
I don't know. I know we were
Two-way.
teleported away from where we were hiding, which was far from here.
I would likely know what direction Luthexia is, I think. Would I?
Yeah, you would have a sense of like, you would have to get your bearings outside just to see like where certain landmarks are, but yeah, you would definitely know which way Luthansia is.
Zine, do you believe that the Enchantress's motives are in the benefit of Nankheim?
Well, I don't really know Nankheim, nor do I really know Enchantress.
You're not here for any clandestine purposes?
What purposes?
Like, you're not gonna secretly murder us in our beds, kind of a thing.
Oh no.
I really
I
doubt
mean,
he could, if I'm being honest. I size him up.
I mean,
Yeah, he's really short.
size him down. Can I get an insight? Can I try
Yeah.
to read if Zin's being frank
Sure.
with us?
I will get in on that for sure.
If I want to roll a persuasion,
Oh, well, the 10.
just so you know, my charisma is 6.
Oh, your dumb stats charisma too. Sweet. We're gonna get along. That's a natural 20 with a
Or
22.
22. Okay. And Zin?
I rolled persuasion 11.
Okay. So, Colt, you pick up that this individual is just kind of nervous in general, but also trying to come across as trustworthy because that's the job. And yeah, they haven't been hiding so much. And yeah, you're getting okay vibes from them.
Cool. All right. Well, it's good to know we're not going to be murdered in our sleep, and it's
Not
got a
tonight.
really cool cat with wings. Like, that's different. That's like if someone took one of Albert's forms and another of Albert's forms and smushed them together.
Or Owl and Albert, you know. Just...
Owl, of course.
Yeah.
Shoo.
Oh, did you not bring your pills?
It's a magical
Here.
animal.
It's
Oh,
somatic.
It was.
you know?
It was
I can call her, and then Chirp just kind of jumps into Zin's shadow and disappears.
Ooh. Okay. Well, now that introductions
we?
are away, what are we gonna? Should we have a
We
poke
could
around?
probably look around. Maybe, you know, even if this is a completely random location, there's probably something we could use in there. Maybe? Money?
There can be something
Something.
random by us being here.
There is a reason. There has to be.
Well, let's look around.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Colt's
I'm
gonna
more-
have a look for personal items.
Okay. Investigation check.
Investigation.
I'm doing like a mix. I'm looking for any signs that would say like where we are, like a map with a point or like anything, old flyers or anything, but also looking for anything that could show that this might have been my parents' home.
Okay. Investigation check.
I'm gonna look for anything useful.
Investigation check.
I would like to
Guidance.
use my background feature, and just like place my hand on a wall or a ground and just feel, listen, if there is anything, if we are safe.
This is like the Batman echolocation kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we got
I
Batman.
said we needed Batman. We got
Who loves you,
one.
baby?
I have cape.
You see, yes. You see Zin go into detective mode, you know? Just the eyes glaze over and everything's. Okay, so going down the line here. Rose, you see Jack Squat. Cult, you look around and you were looking for useful things? Is this correct?
No, I was looking for personal items, something
Personal
that would,
items.
yeah, tune me into who these people were.
You check desk drawers on the main level. You check everything that has like some sort of hidden compartment that would have something beneath it. Either everything is rotted away or it's just non-existent in any of the drawers. You go to what is the stairwell to the second floor. The stairwell has been burnt away and collapsed. You go into other rooms and you see signs of a fire that must have spread in most of the exterior or interior of this building, I should say. Going down, Viria, you see relatively the same things because you're just checking your one room over and over again, hoping to find different results. Nagheim, you got a 22. Looking for specifically things related to your parents, you find nothing, unfortunately. You don't find any remnants of anybody who lived here before. And you're starting to kind of piece together that maybe that's the purpose, is that nothing should be left to be found. Zin, what did you roll? Or you just used your future and it was to locate
I
anything
can
within the
roll-
building?
I can roll a perception check to listen.
Sure.
That's a natural 20. It's 24.
Right on. So with your perception and your almost supernatural skills, you know that there's nothing aside from the smallest of little creatures that are within this space that you're all in.
Yeah. It's
And your
like
best-
120 feet, like all around.
Yeah. So you guys know you're in as safe of a location as you can be. But to kind of get a sense of where you are, you might have to go outside just to piece it all together.
Albert, let's explore our home. Shall we?
Like a fire marshal, called sort of pointing out, it's like, it looks like the fire probably started in this area here, and then maybe, you know, caught, you know, some sort of fuel. Up
Hey, you
inside.
see that?
Like,
That's asbestos. Yeah, you want to stay away from there.
oh yeah, you gotta get rid of that.
That's the black
you know, you
lung
guys
just
are gonna
waiting to
have
happen.
You're just gonna have to go get a hotel while we tear all this stuff out. It's gonna cost you a pretty penny.
Our two-man show is done now. Let's continue.
Okay.
We're here every Sunday.
Yeah.
So, Zin, you said you didn't know exactly where we were. We were like, are we in a? Let's just go inside, I guess.
If there is a way outside?
Yep.
Yeah,
You
is there
guys are
like
in
a
sort of
door?
like a living area adjacent to like a main hall. And there is a door that leads to the outside.
Is the door intact?
The door is slightly ajar.
Is it like a mine door? Like what
No,
they
it's like
have-
a usual home domicile kind of door.
Colt just like puts his finger up to his mouth and he slowly creeps up and takes a look out.
Make a dexterity
Vera
saving
lowers
throw.
her foot because she was just about to kick in the door.
I'll get you to make an attack roll, Viria.
Well, I
Oh,
don't because Colt told me to.
I'm going to say this happens at the same
Okay,
time.
Sure, why not?
Cool,
Attack roll?
yeah.
What kind of attack roll? An armed strike?
Yep.
Okay.
26 on my dex save.
Not 20.
So Cult, you sneak up on this lopsided door and you're like, if I can just shimmy my way. Oh, I didn't know I could limbo like this. The door goes flying out and you're like in limbo mode and Viri's foot is just like right there.
He just
The
takes
door
it
is
and
open,
just, like,
everybody.
moves it over.
Now, stepping outside, Zin, you look back. And yes, you were in fact in the Enchantress's home. A little worse for wear since last you were here.
So we're near Luthek.
You're all about, I'd say, a 4-hour walk from Luthansia.
where we are.
Let's get walking.
What was her home?
These boots were made.
All right. So we're heading out. Is that correct?
I'm gonna recommend everyone step really lightly. Zin, we can sort of talk to each other. Sorry, Nagheim, you were gonna say?
I was gonna quickly say if we could spend an hour quickly so I can attune to more of a staff.
Which reminds me, do I have those things, Jason?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That reminds me, she told me to give you these, and Jin just kind of offers you this pile of clothing.
So what Zin presents you all are cloaks of a sort, where they have grayish ghost-like tendrils that kind of fall down from the shoulder down to the ankles. And if you all look in D&D Beyond and add something called a mist cloak to your inventory, these are essentially cloaks of elven kind with a underdark twist to them all.
You also need an hour to attune to these.
Yeah. So we can attune to the cloak, we can attune to the staff, get everybody situated before you head out.
Cloak of Shadows?
Nope. Mist
Mist
cloak.
Miss Cloak.
Oh, mist cloak, my bad.
Yep.
Oh, hey there. What's your name? Do you want to get into my equipment? Yeah, you do. You dirty little girl. Let's equip that.
You look so beautiful attuned.
This hooded garment made of lightweight material consists of ribbon-like strip. Well, yeah, Jason just said that. It is made to help the wearer blend in and hide within the darkest corners and crevices of the Underdark. While wearing this cloak with the hood up, wisdom perception checks made to see you have disadvantage, and you have advantage on stealth checks made to hide. Oh,
Jason,
well,
Hi.
do I have my cane or no?
No. Like I said, your hands were kind of glued to the staff.
So I don't have my rapier, guys. I'm back to -1 to my attack.
But extra spell slots.
Yes.
I mean, I can take it back if you want. That's fine.
No.
Oh,
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Holy mackerel.
All right. Everybody got it set?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome.
Yes.
All right. So, with all that, stepping out of what was once the Enchantress's home into the surrounding world far beneath the surface, you have a sense of suffocation. There is a world beyond, paths that can be followed. But what sense of your surroundings your vision in this darkness allows you? It is more than off-putting to have that range of your vision cut off by the void that has never seen true light before. You've all traveled during the night in your journey and had the help of what little moon or starlight there would be. But here, even seeing in shades of gray at the best of times, there are moments where you will come dangerously close to the edge of a great chasm before you realize it. What are we doing?
How is my vision here?
Faded somewhat. If only because the atmosphere itself is fairly thick. Now, it's not necessarily fog thick, but thick enough that everyone's dark vision, aside from Zin's, who is accustomed to this, is probably down to half.
So 30 feet.
What if I have Devil's Sight though?
Mm.
Allows me to see through magical darkness usually.
Yeah. So your normal dark vision halved. Devil
Okay.
Sight will be like a situational thing for magic stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I was just, my question was pretty much like if this was magical darkness or not. So.
Well, then say it next time. I'm sorry, I love you.
Okay. I guess if we plot our course out correctly and be real quiet, cross fingers.
Yeah, I would.
I'm gonna have the hood up.
Yeah, put the hoods up because it takes
I
an
put my
action
hood
to
up.
do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would like to like around that 120 feet, like just pause every time and listen, then continue. Like just a moment to listen if we are still like just us.
For
That
sure.
nothing is coming towards us or that, you know.
For sure. So every how many feet did you say? Every 120 you said?
120. Yeah, it's my dark vision range.
Right.
that I
Sounds
can
good.
hear.
Sounds good. So once you get to the edge of it, then you check in with everybody. Now, for you, Zin, because with your vision and your natural sensibilities, having lived here for so long, your eyes can pinpoint the slightest bit of light reflecting and refracting is one word, which is reflecting across your new surroundings. And you look in all the crystal caverns that surround you, that are glittering with purple refracted light. A vast galaxy shines above you that most people of the waking world will never see. Hidden between many of these pinpricks of light, within the cave system, you begin to notice two glowing light sources that blink out and then move between or blot out many of these underground stars.
No thanks.
Well, at that moment, Zin would just like stop everyone with like hand movement, not saying anything, and then just look around.
You all can hear this
Rolls
if
will-
you can't see it.
Rolls will say through the earring, "What the fuck is this?" In the earring.
I don't know, but maybe potential food source if we can shoot them down.
She's not wrong. Everything is a food source if you try hard enough.
Sometimes only ones, though.
Does this thing sound familiar to me?
It sounds familiar enough that you should probably steer clear.
Yeah. Could we like go around it, or
Right now,
like,
it's
on our
more
way?
like you're following a cave pattern, like a pathway.
Mhm.
Some of it leads to like a chasm, like I said before, and also above, it's a wide chasm. Where you see it is off in the distance. So right at the edge of your dark vision on one of these turns where you check in with everybody. So it may see you, and from its movements, well, I'll get you to make a quick perception check, please.
Guidance.
Oh, I'm looking at roll 20. She's not in there yet. I'm a dummy.
do I?
With guidance, you add a D4 as well.
Advantage. 21 plus D4. 3, so that's 24.
Sweet. 24, perceiving this thing, you can make out vague shapes. It's just its eyes that are refracting whatever light source the rest of the crystalline kind of features are. But you can kind of see from its posturing that it's being as cautious with you as you are of it right now.
We're just gonna. Wah, wah, wah. But can I see what it is?
No,
Like-
not just yet.
But can we go around it? Or is it like on our way? I need to like.
It's off to the side where you guys are. So as long as you're cautious going forward, I don't see why you can't walk past it.
So, do we want to hunt that for its meat? I'm just saying because we didn't exactly have time to prepare for like a trek through the Underdark. The Enchantress wasn't very clear on that.
Jason rewinds the timeline and he specifically asked if anybody wanted to buy supplies. Okay, yeah.
We don't exactly have the best visibility for hunt, and we don't even know what it is. So
Yeah,
we might want
it
to.
has noticed us, and it seems to be like at standstill, waiting to see what we do.
Oh, so it's fearing us. That's a good sign. That means we can hunt it.
Also, I do have rations. Queen of having everything has everything.
Yeah, but rations suck.
We also don't have a way to preserve things.
Well, that's why we just eat it.
We could make jerky.
We just ate. Do you have salt for that? To salt the meat?
Yes, I have you because you're so salty right now.
Wow, that's the pot calling the kettle salty.
Somebody had to say it.
Okay. All right, settle down.
We can try going around it, and if we try to approach it carefully, we can see if it becomes aggressive.
Well, let me ask.
Yeah.
If you're all moving forward, are we doing it stealthy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then let's see a stealth check. With advantage. Yes.
With advantage.
Ooh, I don't even need advantage.
Watch you get a natural one every time you frickin' say that.
23. I'm going to roll again just to be 23 again.
I got a 30-20.
Cool. Nagheim with a 17. And Zin?
24.
Hey. I think there's a new rogue in town because she beat Cult.
How dare you?
So, without fail, Zin leading the charge, keeping one eye on this creature, trying to kind of not acknowledge that they see them, knowing that they see you guys, but just moving quietly along. And before long, it's behind you. And down.
I will still keep an ear out.
For sure. Wait, no, come back. No, that doesn't happen.
Why?
Why? I want friends. I'm so lonely.
I made cupcakes.
You want to see my mangina? Oh, Bailey's. No, we've already put old Greg in this campaign. Not again. All right. So,
Bailey's out of a shoe.
oh, creamy. So, following this tunnel path towards what you hope to be the city of Luthansia, you can see in the distance a soft glow where the tunnel seems to open up to a bit of an expanse. For some of you, the sight of some type of light source gives you a sense of relief, while the more leery of you feel your sense of unease flare. And for good cause, as you hear and feel a sound of scraping and a slight vibration in the ground beneath you. What is everybody doing?
Stop! Stop!
Yeah. Colt's gonna do the, like, halt!
I'm gonna sword.
Okay.
Axe.
So,
Voo-voo.
are
No,
we
not
beside a
voo-voo.
wall?
You guys are in a very narrow tunnel right now, and then it leads to an open space. And that's where the light is kind of emanating from. It's just out of sight right now.
A bit of a heavier shadow at all. Nighttime would pull the rope around them and try to tuck into a shadow a bit more.
Okay.
I would like to touch the ground and try to like feel the vibration and listen to which direction is it coming from?
It's coming ahead of you. So
Yeah.
the one straight path, this is going to lead into that open space. And it's within that open space. You don't know how large it is just yet, but within that open space, you're hearing the commotion and feeling the vibrations emanating from that area.
Cult's gonna rogue like a rogue, because, you know, you can't let Zin have all the glory.
The gauntlet has been dropped.
And he's gonna pull the cloak around him and creep stealthily and quietly forward.
Okay.
I will go with.
Who said that? Zin? Yeah?
Zin
Sweet.
following up.
All right, so I'll get you both to make a stealth check, please, with advantage.
As Zin is going, a quick guidance.
Okay.
They kind of just shoots an arm out and just quickly taps.
But it's awkwardly on the butt. 29's my higher roll.
Okay. And
Oh
Zin?
my god.
If I take the D4, it's 29.
Ah!
Jesus.
You guys want to do a quick rolly to see who's the roguiest of rogues?
Fuck yes.
Roll a
Fuck
d20,
yes.
Zin.
Oh my god.
Okay, I can roll a real die. 2.
7! I thought I'd lost that one for sure.
Now, I'll get the other 3 members of this party to roll a perception check real quick, please.
I'm gonna do good on that one.
Perception.
Okay.
25.
Oh, okay.
I got it. You got the 15. And Viria?
It's loading. There you go. 18.
Perfect. So all of you do notice, in fact, that both Zin and Cult, you know, dun, 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 dun. And then Zin is kind of taking note and going up the other side of the wall. And then they see each other and they're like, no, I'm good. No. Each one is trying to out-rogue and outpace and out-silence each other. And the 3 of you are just like, come the fuck on.
What are they doing?
We're just like standing there like, this is awkward.
Yeah, that's the embarrassing thing, though, for Cult especially. They don't know it just yet. Zin is not a rogue, but they're showing you up nonetheless.
I mean, rapier, dex-based fighter.
So,
Practically overlooked.
rounding the corner where you see the tunnel open up into a wider expanse. Lining the perimeter is a soft, glowing moss, not unlike what you all witnessed within the Riff and Mist jungle. Trying to remain hidden within the shadows, as you crane your neck around to take in the entire space, you see burrowing into the surrounding walls and ground 2 massive bird-like beasts, punching and clawing into the rock with little resistance. Both of them seem to have collars affixed around their necks, with long chains dragging along the ground behind them. As your eyes follow that chain, stepping out from the shadows just enough to remain hidden, but see around the corner, you see leaning against the wall, with both chains casually in its grasp, is a huge, giant-like form. And that's where we're going to pick it up next week.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, now, I say that because that's usually what I say at the end of things like this, but I'm not sure. Are we actually having a session next week, or is it 2 weeks from now?
What's the date?
Well, next week is the Thanksgiving over in Canada.
Yeah, I've got the 9th. I'm with family.
Okay, so we're going to pick this up in 2 weeks' time. If we piece together something to do next week, we will let you guys know on our socials. But before we go, my God, round of applause for Nora for finally getting to be in our campaign. So happy to have you here. Oh my God.
I love you, Nora.
I love you. I was very nervous.
Oh, you
my
did
God.
so well. You did so good.
And you're going to do even better in 2 weeks when we come back, and I get to kill you all. That's my way of saying thanks for joining us. I kill you.
I will
If you
sacrifice
kill
myself.
Nora, I will find you. I know where you live, and
Yeah.
I will kill you in real
Yeah, we
life.
got your address. We're flying
We
over.
know where you. Yeah, we got your death.
What if I sacrifice myself? Will it be Jason's fault or mine?
They make everything my fault. Don't encourage. Well, thank you all for watching and tuning in. We will catch you here maybe next week, but for sure in 2 weeks with Nicola Nora joining us as well for that campaign. And as we always like to say at the end of our show,
Wait, no, Nicholas should say it.
Yeah, Nora. Go.
let's hear it, baby.
Harrastakaa turvallista seksiä.
Yeah, super sexy.
Yay!